Good morning, students. So, today we will learn a chapter on senses alert. Students, the sense organs are the body organs by which we are able to see, smell, hear, taste, and touch or feel. So, the five sensory organs are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. The lesson Senses Alert tries to bring out the importance of our five sensory organs. Our senses also helps us to communicate with the people around us. That first, our eyes helps us to see the beauty created by God, recognize good and bad things around us. Then we recognize our near and dear ones also with our eyes. It also helps us to read and understand alert or dangerous things around us. Then the second, our nose helps us to smell sweet aroma of food, fragrance of flowers, sting and foul smell, etc. Our tongue helps us to taste and recognize good and bad food. It also helps us to talk, sing, etc. Then our skin helps us to feel. It helps us to know the difference between cold, hot, and warm. So, all living things like animals, birds, insects, plants, reptiles, etc., have some kinds of senses alert. Okay? So, students, look at the photographs on page 60 and 61 carefully and imagine the following. In the first picture, we will read the photographs given and we will see what are all the different senses that we see. In the first picture, we have a picture of a rose. The photograph shows a beautiful red rose. It looks bright and freshly bloomed. Its fragrance is divine. The flower adds beauty to the garden. Okay? The next picture. The next picture is of a picture of a squirrel. This photograph shows a cute little squirrel. It is sitting on a window sill. It is sniffing at the foodstuff kept for it. It is furry and soft. The squirrel is light brown in color with black strips on its back. Then the third photograph. The third photograph is a photograph of lemons. The photograph shows slices of lemon. It's bright yellow in color. It is sour in taste. Its juice makes a refreshing drink in summer. It is used to make delicious pickles. It contains vitamin C. I love to drink lemon juice. Okay. Next, we'll move to the fourth photograph. That is a photograph of a small girl. Her school uniform is red in color. So here we are using all different senses by seeing. We use eyes, by nose we are smelling, by the tongue we are tasting. Okay, so we are just defining the photographs which are given in your textbook. She is carrying a blue school bag on her shoulders. She is sitting on a bench waiting for a mother to come and take her home. Then the fifth photograph. Now, the fifth photograph is a photograph of a lantern hung on the ceiling. It is in shades of blue with wonderful geometrical designs on it. The dim light makes the design look beautiful. Next, we'll move to the sixth photograph. The sixth photograph is a photograph of a colorful porcelain, that is, china clay vases. The vases are of bright blue, green, red, and orange in color. I would love to have some of them as I would beautify my home, keep my home beautiful by keeping these things. Then, the seventh photograph. The seventh photograph is of a ice cream. The ice cream cone is of strawberry flavor. It surely looks tempting and delicious. Eating ice creams during summer season is cool. It seems quite chubby. That means ice cream looks chubby, right? I wish I could hold it in my hands and feel its softness. Then we'll move to the next. That is the eighth photograph. The eighth photograph is of a soft doll, which is green and white in color, with beautiful black eyes and golden hair. I would love to cuddle it because it looks very soft and adorable. Okay, next we'll move to the ninth photograph. The ninth photograph is a photograph of a robin sitting on a branch, a bird. It seems to be chirping loudly, making sounds. It seems quite chubby. I wish I could hold it in my hands and feel its softness. Next, we'll move to the 10th photograph, that is a photograph of a bitter gourd. It is a vegetable which is bitter in taste. The outer skin of the bitter gourd is rough. You all might be knowing, right? The outer skin of a bitter gourd is rough. It is green in color. Its juice is given as medicine to people suffering from diabetes. Stuffed bitter gourd is yummy. You should also try it. Then the next photograph is a photograph of a rocks in the form of steps. They are like hard black stones sloping down a mountain. You would love to see that when water falls over it. During rainy season, one can enjoy the beautiful sight of waterfalls, the water gushing down the slopes coming downwards. It is also a home small creature. One enjoys sitting on them when it is dry. Next is a photograph of a ball which we use to play cricket. Okay, it's hard. It's small ball, also known as the season ball. It's used to play cricket. I like bowling and I practice with it while playing at the nets. The bowlers like to rub it on their trousers to make it shine and spin it more. We see that when the game of cricket is going on, as bowlers rub it to their trousers for the ball to spin. Then the 13th photograph is a photograph of small green grapes. They are sweet and sometimes sour. I like to keep 2 or 3 in my mouth and enjoy the taste. It is good for health. I also enjoying I also enjoy eating black grapes and also grape juice. We all like eating grapes. We all like drinking the grape juice, right? Next, we'll move to the 14th photograph, which you all like the most, right? It is a picture of colorful balloons in different shapes and sizes. It looks so colorful and beautiful. How wonderful to send them flying in the air. Balloons are released on happy occasions. Children love to burst them during Holi. Children fill the balloons with colored water and throw them on one another. What fun, right? You all use these balloons during the festival of Holi to throw them on each other. Then the 15th photograph is a photograph of a big black buffalo, also called as a bull. Its bellow is loud and harsh. It makes a loud sound, which can frighten young and old. It is a strong animal. It feeds on hay. It is a wild animal like a large cow with horns that curve upwards. Next is a photograph or a picture of a chimney emitting smoke. Such chimneys are seen in factories. The smoke causes irritation to the eyes and also the throat. The smoke causes air pollution. It also makes the sky looks black and dull. So we see the smoke emitting coming out from the factories. Now that smoke is not good for our health, not good for our throat. Okay, it also causes air pollution. Then the 17th picture is picture of chilies that are green and red in color. Now we all know that chilies are very pungent, that is spicy, but it adds taste to the food. So we use them in our dishes. The strong aroma can make you sneeze, especially when it is used as a food flavor for seasoning. My mother fills the chilies with masalas and make delicious pickles. So we also use chilies when we make pickles. Then the last photograph, sorry, uh, the 18th photograph is a photograph of a beautiful sunset scene that looks glorious. The rays of the sun are reflected in the water. The twilight sky fills you with a cool mind. I like to go to the seaside in the evenings to watch the sunset and the beautiful panorama. So, we all like to see sunsets. We go to see sunsets when we visit the beach. We like clicking pictures of the sunset. So we all like doing that. Okay. Then the next picture is a 19th picture. It's a picture of a cactus. It is a thick, fleshy plant that grows in many hot, dry parts of the world. So you'll find this plant mostly in the desert regions. Cactus have no leaves but are covered in prickles or sharp thorns. They have lots of thorns. Have you heard of aloe vera products? Creams, gels, ointments, all kinds of herbal mediums are prepared with cactus leaves. Not so beautiful to look at, but it has many medicinal properties. Now, we don't like looking at the cactus plant mostly because it's very thorny, but it does have lots of medicinal properties. Then we'll move to the last picture. That's the picture of eggs. Now, it makes your mouth watering. It is said that the yolk of the egg, that is the yellow part, is good for health. My mother gives me the yolk whenever I have a bad cold or cough. So that egg yolk, the yellow part, is good when you have cough or cold. You can eat it boiled, fried, scrambled, or as a pizza. It is tasty, yummy, and crunchy. One also uses eggs to bake cakes and pastries and some sweets. So, also, we add eggs in these different sweets that we make, cakes, pastries. There are also many people who do not eat eggs or any non-vegetarian. So these were the pictures of different things where we seen all different senses alert in this. Okay, so here we end with this lesson. We will learn the next lesson in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.